What's up, everyone? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing Horizon Zero Dawn, baby! Oh, fucking theme song of this game is stuck in my head. The whole time I was getting the stream ready, I was listening to it. Fuck! There's like an entire genre of music that's just like vaguely tribal people shouting that's so appealing. Like, no lyrics, just oh. Just to find out. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm doing okay. I had to switch to a different headset because my old headset was really fucking up. And then I recovering from a really bad toothache for like 3 or 4 days. I was kind of just out of the game from really bad toothache. I'm just now kind of recovering from that.
There's no smell to it. Not even Old Death. Another cave-in. But I could get through. I bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Oh, okay.
Looks like I can climb here.
Yeah, it does. This is 4K 60. It's reconstructed, but it's so close that you would be hard-pressed to tell, even though that's not fully coming across on this stream. The YouTube and Twitch, unfortunately, only let you do 1080p streaming. Even though technically I have more than good enough internet to do 4K streaming. So a lot of these next-gen games, you're not really seeing how pretty they look because you're only seeing like a quarter of the resolution they actually are. Oh well. Is that right? Yeah, okay. This game be kind of finicky about where you can and can't platform too. That can get kind of annoying. Oh, wait a minute. See, nope. Nope. Go over. But you have to understand, the guys who did this game, the games that they had made before this were all linear first-person games. They were the guys who did Killzone. So they went from doing a completely linear first-person games to doing an open-world third-person game. So they were doing something they'd never done before, so it's kind of rough around the edges. But the sequel completely fixed all that. But obviously I'm not going to jump into Horizon 2 until I beat this one, so here I am.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it?
My YouTube channel hit 200,000 views. That's pretty fucking cool. getting more views in a month now than I was getting in years before. It's kind of insane to see how quickly my channel's accelerating.
Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way.
No, this is the first Horizon.
It was easy, Dr. Sobek.
This doesn't even look anywhere near as good as Horizon 2. This is upgraded for PS5 to 60 FPS. You know, so it's a higher frame rate. It loads quicker, but this is still just Horizon 1. Horizon 2 looks way better.
Find a way to hang on up here. Guess I can too.
There are some people that can just jump straight into like a sequel. I am not that person. I almost never will play a game in a series if I haven't played the game before it. I don't even understand how people do that, if I'm honest with you.
Scrabbling a bit.
Crisis that began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And the day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers.
Yeah, except that literally is what destroyed the world.
They were built for...
Giving you a really fucking condensed background of this game's lore. Ted Faro is like Elon Musk. He's super fucking genius. But he's also arrogant as shit. He went into military weapons development, and he wanted to make sure that his military drones, everybody's using drones in this point because it's like 2060, were the absolute best military drones on the market. So what he did was he made it so they were absolutely unhackable. Like it would take every computer in the world 100 years to hack one of them. And then he made it so there was no back doors. Because usually hackers and people who make a computer will have a back door so they can shut it off if they have to. But he was like, no, I can't do that. And then he made it so that his robots could convert biomatter for fuel. So they didn't need electricity. They could consume dirt, oxygen, all these things. Well, as you might guess, these robots got out of control. And not only that, but they could self-replicate. So these robots stopped listening. He could not control them. There was no back door. No computer could stop them because they would take 100 years of brute forcing it. And these fuckers could feed on the earth and replicate. And then replicate and replicate. And that's what they did. They replicated until there was billions of them and killed the planet. It's literally how the apocalypse happened in Zero Dawn.
Not peace.
Like, if you want to be, like, really blunt about it and boil down Zero Dawn to one sentence, corrupt Elon Musk destroys the Earth. And like I said, he didn't mean to do it. He just thought, you know, if I make the best military drones that are unhackable and unbreakable, then everybody will buy my military drones and I'll have the best product. He didn't think, well, if this gets out of hand, we're all fucked. Until it was too late. And they call it Zero Dawn because these robots were literally eating the earth, wiping the slate clean, so they called it Zero Day. And Zero Dawn was the program that they had to restart the Earth. This game has a really deep story. With fucking sci-fi and clones and different tribal societies and all kinds of shit. Also, weirdly enough, this game came out on Valentine's Day. February 14th, 2017. I like it when that happens, man. I've also had a couple games I like come out on Halloween. I dig that, too. Actually, one of my favorite games of all time came out on Halloween. Even though it actually wasn't a horror game. Just so happened to come out October 31st. Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. One of my all-time favorite games. It's in my top 10. And it came out October 31st, 2006. I was 10. And to this day, it's one of my favorite games. And like I said, it's not horror. It's fucking Final Fantasy, but it came out on Halloween. Well, fucking Red Dead Redemption came out on my birthday. So did Alan Wake. That was pretty cool. One of the best games in the world came out on my birthday. Well, at least in America. In Japan and Europe, it came out a little bit later. But in America, it was on my birthday. And that's what counts. I mean, I'm American, so...
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
I also like how this game isn't afraid to just let you just explore for a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like combat in games, and I think combat in games is important. But I really hate it when a game feels like they have to give you combat every 15 fucking seconds. I like it when games aren't afraid to have quieter moments. Just let you walk around, just kind of chill.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal...
That is Elizabeth Sobek. Believe it or not, she's actually... Alloy is her clone. Ugh, she was born in like the 2020, actually. Kind of funny, she'd only be 2 years old right now in real life. She was born in 2020. And she's a genius. And she helped save the Earth. She's the one that came up with it. But she died. And the computer that she made to help save the Earth recognized the need to keep somebody that was smart as her around. So Alloy is a clone of her. So like I said, the story of this game is actually pretty deep.
Team, Ted.
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here. But they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
Okay, there's another file. Okay, I thought we were done almost.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
Like I said, he didn't mean to do it. He was just trying to make good technology. He just...
The Faro robots...
Well, he succeeded. He made really good technology. Way too good. Like, we're all fucked and we have no chance of ever stopping this good.
threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been
Okay.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have...
I mean, yeah, she's being kind of a dick to him, but, I mean, he's basically caused the apocalypse, so he kind of has it coming. You know, he kind of being a dick.
proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience.
And it's funny, because she basically guilt trips him into signing this. Because he's like, I can't sign it. And she's like, if you don't sign this, I'm going to tell the whole fucking world that you doomed them. See how that goes. But like I said, I have to couch it because he genuinely didn't mean to do harm. The robots were not killer robots. They really were peacekeepers, designed to help the world. He just fucked up. And it's really sad, too, because, like, this whole fucking catastrophe could have been avoided if he had just made a back door. That's why it's there. Like, he could have literally just reached in and shut off. That's why fucking companies put in a back door. I see people all the time, like, why do companies put in back doors if hackers can just use them? Well, see, they understand that there's a possibility that hackers can use them, but they also need to be able to shut it down if it gets out of control. And that's more important. Say a hacker uses your back door. They get in, they steal some data. It's ultimately not the end of the world. Say you have a weapons program, and that goes rogue and you can't stop it. That's a lot worse. Even a lot of the nukes that we have a back door so that we can override them in the case of a fucking nuclear emergency. Like, say we go to fire a nuke and then we learn it was a false alarm. We gotta shut that shit down before it launches.
Sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at.
And on top of that, they have a really complicated relationship, Ted and Elizabeth, because he took her in as her first job and mentored her. And so they were really close for a while, and they helped clean up the earth. In fact, they called Ted Faro the man who saved the world. Because in the future, like 2040, we had all these climate disasters, and his eco world helped save us. So they actually came up with like an in-universe explanation for why they don't have climate change in the Horizon universe, because they found technology to fix it. So they became close, and Ted Faro actually made the world a better place. And then he was like, I still want to help the world. I still want to do all these bio stuff, but I also want to do drones and weapons. He's like, we could be doing drones and weapons. But Elizabeth was like, no, fuck you. I didn't sign on to make weapons. And she left and went to another company. And he felt betrayed by her leaving him. Because he, in his mind, it's like, I'm not just making weapons, I'm just expanding what we're doing. And he also got paranoid that she would leak secrets to other corporations and undermine his work, because she was his leading scientist underneath him. It was him and her working together. And so he just did all this fucking lawsuits against her, which you saw, he dropped. So they have this, like, frenemy, mentor, rivalry fucking relationship going on. And she, to some extent, feels responsible because she also helped design this shit for the drones. She didn't make them impossible to hack, but they did design the technology together.
Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
And she's being kind of mean there because he is a genius. He does make awesome technology. He's not just a fucking billionaire playboy. And he did come from nothing. That's important to note. He was dirt fucking poor and eventually became a trillionaire. So he's not some rich, preppy bitch. He, almost exactly like Elon Musk, made himself a billionaire and then a trillionaire in this universe, which is going to happen sooner or later at the rate these billionaires get money. It's not going to be that long. We're going to see the first fucking trillionaire. Kind of insane, but what are you going to do? Especially when you consider the fact that in this universe, he doesn't become a trillionaire until 2040 something. And Elon Musk is already worth almost $300 billion in 2020. So another 20 years of that growth, and yeah, he probably will be a fucking trillionaire.
God forgive me.
Yeah, I understand that he did. I'm talking about how he came up from the technology and he made $1 billion empire. He did come from an apartheid mine, and he did have those benefits. I'm just saying, Elon Musk, I'm trying not to denigrate Elon Musk too much, because yes, he did come from an apartheid mine. Yes, he did receive advantages. But a key thing to note is that, one, his father gave him absolutely no money to start his business. When he came to America, his dad had cut him off. He said, if you're going to go make it on your own, you're going to go make it on your own. So he started up his business on his own. He wasn't like fucking Trump, whose dad gave him a business loan of $5 million, yada, yada, yada. When he came to America, his dad's like, you're going to do what you're going to do. And he actually worked in a car factory. And also because, as much as I sometimes hate Elon Musk, he's a smart motherfucker. Like, he is really talented. And I wouldn't even hate Elon Musk if he just fucking paid his taxes. Just pay your fucking taxes. And it's something I'll never understand about the rich, dude. I'm not going to go into a full rant about it because we'll be here all goddamn day. I won't even play the game. But basically, the way that taxes are set up is you fucking get them back. As I'm sure you know if you've worked a job, okay? You give a bit of your paycheck for taxes. Then at the end of the year, at the start of the year, I'm sorry, you get the money back. So he's making $200 billion, and they're like, hey, could you just give us like $10-20 billion, so like a quarter of what you make for taxes, and of course not all at once, and then we'll give it back to you at the start of the year? And he's like, no, that's too much. Oh, and it just makes my fucking head hurt, because if you work a job, a full-time job, you are paying more taxes than Elon Musk is. I was working at Walmart, and I was paying more in taxes than Elon Musk did. Than Donald Trump did. I paid more in taxes than the fucking President of the United States, who is a billionaire. And I made $10 an hour. Oh my God. You know, because, right, if you add tax havens on top of that, right, so he's getting, we basically owe him after everything is said and done. We basically fucking owe him money. But, right, so there are some people who think that rich people shouldn't exist. I'm not one of those people. America is a capitalist society. It is perfectly okay to be rich as long as you pay your goddamn share. That's it. Because then, if you did that, nobody could complain. Because you're taking out of the economy and then you're putting back into it. And as you said, he comes from South Africa. He's not even fucking American. And yet our country is what made him rich. He makes his living to this day off of America. And we allow him to stay here and do that. We don't have to. At any time we could send his ass back to South Africa. And anytime anyone suggests that he pay his fair fucking share, he balks at it. And acts like an entitled douchebag. I mean, the amount of stuff that people ask him for in taxes is so much, is so little, that he wouldn't even feel it. Man has $200 billion, and we ask him for like $20 billion, and he could write us a fucking check for that, and then make that. He was literally making like $1 billion a day. At like the height of his money making, he was making $1 billion a day, and he's acting like we're stealing from him. He literally calls taxation theft. What I see, and I'll wrap this up and get back to playing the game. I'm not trying to make this a political fucking think piece. I just get in this in my head, and I get, and this whole scene is reminiscent of politics on purpose. You can't say this is not deliberately meant to be like he's like a Bill Gates or a fucking Elon Musk. I mean, even his hairdo, it's got the, is he comes to our country, he exploits our labor, makes his fucking fortune off of American sweat, blood, and tears, and then can't put anything back in the country, even though he's taking from our workforce, taking from our sweat and toil and blood and tears. That's what I'm saying, okay? And I don't even ask that he pays more in taxes than we do. I ask that he pays The same goddamn percentage. Because there are some people who think that they should tax you more percentage as your income goes up. So it's like, we'll tax you 20%, and then we'll tax you 40%, and then we'll tax you 50%. No. Okay? I don't even think that's either. It should be the same percentage for everyone across the board. 20% of what you make. So if that's you make $20, we're gonna take $2. If you make $200,000, we're gonna take $20K. No more, no less. Everybody pays the same. And then you could say, well, yeah, he takes money from America, but then he gives it back. And he goes from being a fucking asshole to giving America billions. So yeah, sorry for that long-winded fucking rant. It's just, it's just insane to me that we just asked them to give them the money, give us a small percentage of their earnings to help the country. Right? His money can go to 150 billion. He's still ultra wealthy. But I still wouldn't do that, though, because that's still asking him to pay more than the average citizen. I don't want him to pay more. I just want him to pay the same percentage as everyone else. That's it. Just fair. Just be fair. And everyone fucking else. If you miss out on taxes, the IRS will come down on you so goddamn fast, your head will spin. But he can just avoid it and not pay taxes, man. And the thing about the stocks, right, is you're right, they don't tax stocks. But he can instantly sell that stock. He's been able to take his stock and sell it for cash in like one day. So it's not like he has his money invested where he can't get to it. At a snap of a fucking finger, he can instantly have money ready to go and then instantly turn it back into stocks. So he can literally have all this money floating in his pocket, and then the day the tax man comes around, oh, nope, it's in stocks now, bro. I can't give you any money. Oh, it's always fucking rich assholes who get loopholes, and then the poor people suffer. We do. But that might piss off corporations. We can't have that. Yeah. So, yeah. Just getting composure. Just pay your fair fucking share. That's it. Just pay your fair fucking share. I don't ask that you pay less. I don't ask that you pay more. And honestly, and this is just something I'm going to go over very briefly because then I'll be here all goddamn day. We shouldn't give religions tax exemption. What the fuck is that? These religions get an ungodly, pun intended, amount of money, and we don't tax them for any of it? While they make churches in public places, while they tax our citizens, and the Catholic Church demands that you tithe. The Catholic Church demands that you give them 10% of your income. So we let these religions basically tax our citizens, and we don't tax them? Dude, if we just taxed the Catholic Church the way that we tax any other business, we would have billions just off of that alone. And once again, they're making so much goddamn money that it wouldn't even matter. They wouldn't even miss it. We will fucking take me or you or the average small guy who barely makes enough money to make ends meet, and we will squeeze them dry to get every last bit of taxes. And if the IRS thinks that you're hiding something, well, we're gonna fucking take you to court and send you to prison. But these companies, these churches, these corporations, man, they don't gotta pay a fucking cent. It's asinine. on defense. Well, that part I can kind of forgive. Right now we have a lot of people pissed at us, and we actually might need that budget. Right now we stand on the edge of World War III, and I know I'm going to feel a lot better about us spending so much money on defense if World War III starts. But even then, we fucking still could just take so much money from these churches and just tax them 10%. Just 10%! Oh, thank you, Watching. I appreciate you. Yeah. That's good, okay? Because Russia and China are coming for America. This is not a joke. Like, I wish that this sounded like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. Russia has already threatened to come after America, and China has already said that they support Russia. So now we have we have 3 world superpowers, and 2 of them are now against us. We're gonna need that military budget soon. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get on this fucking long-winded rant. It's just, some of the stuff in this game hits really close to home.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Okay, it looks like there's some shit up here. I'm not leaving until I see that. And this is actually one of the reasons why I'm kind of, one of the things I'm doing on my YouTube channel, I'm going to start doing more, is doing commentary videos. Because I'm a very opinionated person, and I have a lot to talk about besides just games. And there's a lot of current news topics, there's current stuff on Twitter, thoughts, e-girls, that I have a lot to say about. And I see these people on YouTube all the time getting millions of hits just talking about politics and stuff while having game footage play in the background. I'm thinking, if they can do it, I can. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm not stupid.
Some kind of power supply.
In fact, some of these content creators, I know I'm more intelligent than they are. Dude, some of these content creators are just frighteningly dumb. And I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, I hate to be mean, but have you ever watched a content creator on YouTube and thought, oh my god, why do people watch this person? Like, they're so awful. Right? And roll back to 20% of the money. That's entirely fair. I think he was watching. I appreciate you. Even the EU combined spends more than Russia and China. Yeah, right?
Detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago.
Nope, because you a clone.
Keep searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should
yeah,
really
man.
try
I'll
talking
see you.
about
I
me
hope
to
you have
me
a great
face to
day.
face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So,
I expected more of these nuts!
got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh
I really like that actor.
destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know...
Hold on a second. I think his name is Lance Henriksen. I want to make sure that I have his name. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. No, it's not Lance. Lance Henriksen is from fucking Aliens and shit. I know his name is Lance something. Fuck. Is it Lance Riddick? Yes, Lance Riddick. I love Lance Riddick. He was in fucking, he's Commander Zavala in Destiny. He was in Quantum Break. He's in both of the Horizon games. He's been in a ton of movies. He's a great actor. He was even in the fucking Wire 20 years ago, man. Great actor. That's his name. I knew his name was Lance, but I got jumbled up because there's actually a couple actors named Lance.
Is my name Silence? That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am, or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elizabeth Sobek woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found in the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care. If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries
You a clone, bro?
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep...
Of course, they don't know that because, I mean, this is like a tribal society. They don't understand what the fuck a clone is.
To end life on Earth.
But it didn't
Thank you for watching. I
happen.
appreciate you.
The old one's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together. How to
I think
make
it's a lot.
them
I
talk to
appreciate
each
you.
other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override...
He's hacking,
focuses.
dog.
And you can spy
Thank you, I
through other
appreciate you.
Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is...
Got 5 people watching. Woo!
complicated. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
She's got a fucking point.
Very well. Proceed.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I mean, it's obviously James Woods.
The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
Buried
That
shadow.
thing that spoke to me outside. That made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the eclipse to resurrect feral robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons.
Super weapons!
Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
He's got all the money.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques.
Anything about penis extension while you're at it?
An ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems.
So here's an interesting fact. One of the reasons why cryostasis and cryogenics as a whole is not sustainable is because as we freeze, icicles form in all of our cells and they fucking rip them to shreds. And basically destroys our body. So we could unfreeze and we would be fucked. And they think that the reliable way to do this would be to flash freeze you. If they do it instantly, the crystals wouldn't form and you wouldn't be torn apart. The problem is what do we find that's cold enough and quick enough to freeze somebody head to toe instantly? How do we keep them and maintain them at that temperature and also not fucking damage them? Because we have a couple of things that can freeze you rock solid, but it's like liquid nitrogen, and that also just does its own fucking damage. But if we could conceivably find a way to freeze someone instantly, their whole body, and keep them frozen, yeah, we could just cryogenically freeze people and then thaw them. But right now, despite having talked about cryostasis for 10, 20, 50, 60 years, it's still kind of just hypothetical. Which, you know, a lot of these people think, it's how I'm going to live forever. And it's like, okay, hopefully, maybe one day you can have it happen. But, sadly, it's just not viable now.
Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal.
Okay.
But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Well, guess who's getting banned? Did you guess you, Sven? Well, I'll just put you on a timeout for right now. And then if you're still a dick after the timeout, then I'll ban you. I'm open to people talking in my streams, not them saying noob and poop. Grow up.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists, as a ruin. The Asuram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Oh yeah, hit level 25.
Getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Started from the mountain, now we're going back to the bottom. Oh yeah, I leveled up. How many? Oh god, I have 8 skill points. Oh, I completed the bandit camp. Okay. Sweet. What is... Hold on. Cauldrons. Oh, have I done that cauldron? Oh, I don't think I have. So I might want to do that. Yeah, let's go here. Back into the desert. Oh god, it's so hot in the desert. It's humid. I just hate it back in the desert. Man, my OCDs kill me. I was doing my sons of Doom. I was doing my sons of Deals and Doom. Oh. You motherfuckers wanna go? Ah, shit, I could have just went up there. Oh, well, you know, you learn some, you learn some.
Here we go.
Oh, no, that's... Fuck, that's my mount. I'm sorry, bro. Okay. I think it was last time picture too.
That's it. I'm already gone.
You know I love loot, baby. Woo! I thought there was grass there. I was mistaken. And the interior locations in this game are really good, and I have to commend them for that. A lot of open world games just kind of weirdly avoid indoor locations. Like, I understand you want to make it open world, you want to have a lot of outdoor locations, but it's also good to have interior locations as well. It gives you variety.
I'll shake it out later.
Maybe he's doing this one. Well, that as they say is that.
These will keep.
I do love the sliding in this game. Even though in all actuality that would just destroy your fucking knees, man. And you would be fucked. Ah, shit, here we go.
For later. Someone's grumpy.
Its body has no weaknesses. Its blaze canister has fire. Terrible. God damn it. Hold on. I need to get those modifications. Hold on. Character capacity. Son of a whore. Okay, I have to get rid of some then. Yeah, get rid of some of the blue ones. Some of that was fucking insane.
Information to help me override more machines.
Sweet! There's not that many cauldrons, so you really should do them as soon as you can. Hey, I have just enough to get the, leader strike. Super useful, actually. It lets me stealth kill elite enemies. Man, I still need to work on my loud whistling. I can do melodic whistling really well.
Now about hunting me. That's right. No one here.
Die, Apostle!
Was that motherfucker? That's actually a really good photo.
The graveboard. In the shadow of a metal devil. Great. They're inside too.
Exception. Titan is through the defenses. Still an approach. A live one. And it's pissed.
We got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge.
Bad.
That's gorgeous too.
Frozen in ice and time.
Titan
Any of us
inbound.
can
Same
pick
play
this
as
here.
Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the foundries. Another day in the life.
We have a problem.
That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Alright, we saw that. Oh, well, shit. Don't you love it when games do that? Just let you drop to your death and they point you in that direction. Hey, come here! Oh well, it's really hard to see that one fucking cord there.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6. The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
The 2040s, by the way.
Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run into it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
That's fucking depressing.
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C, any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded, and enjoy your gaming.
The furnishings were metal. How'd they ever get comfortable? It was the metal world. Guess they were used to it. Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
Oh, for a second there, I was scared I wasn't actually gonna grab on. I was like, no!
These wires must run to the power source. Red light. Guess that means no power.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot?
Maybe I should try
Goes like
finding
this.
objects in this area.
Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations. Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations. Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Okay, let's listen to this hippie one more fucking time.
Y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Okay, then this has to be... Well, see, if I was going to do this, it would be spring, summer, fall, winter, but it doesn't seem like that's going, because that would be it. Okay, so... Can I read this fucking thing without... No, where the fuck? Ugh. Okay. The geotherm system reboot goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall. So I guess, okay, it's going to go north, east, west, south. Okay.
Free power lines, resources.
Well, why would you put fucking summer before spring? Spring is before summer, though. Well, shit. Hey, do my do some machines again. Now I gotta do my ritual, unfortunately. I'm actually coming up with a better alternative for my therapist, but I gotta do it. Hold on. Oh, God, I'm gassy today. I apologize for that. Can't really help it, though. I'm pretty sure today is the 27th. Okay. Yep. Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta do my old ritual one more time. This old ritual is destructive. It's not good for me, and I need to stop doing it. But I have to do it and then quit. I can't just quit cold turkey. That's the whole thing. And also, you know, I messed it up last time. I'm gonna do the old ritual, and then I'm going to a new ritual. You know, popping, tapping, clapping, and pulling. And then if I have to, hit my arm just 10 times or my leg 10 times. Not any more than that. So, yeah, let's do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. 25. Look at my asses. Find Gabriel sends you know Gabriel sends is new. Look at it. I feel like breathe, Karen. If I do my reviews this way. Like I was doing my sons of deals and just killing me. Every sons of deals, guys, and fuck. I've been doing my S's, doing my dearest name we choose. Always doing sons of deals new. Ain't doing my dearest name we choose. As good as doing I think I have it is. Oh man, my whole nose is bleeding. Let me just finish this. I just like 79 didn't was she'll say he's doing something new. Yeah, say doing it, doing your thing with yourselves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, things that OCD does to me. Look at that. For my nose. Fuck. Give me a second. Everybody's doing energy. Everybody's doing energy. Oh, and I'm gonna do my eyes. Well, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. Oh, hey, Ding is watching. You're in the middle of catching me doing OCD ritual, sadly. I'm sorry. Whew. Like I hit myself and I counted out, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. OCD is amazing, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for this. Like I said, I have OCD. It's literally my name, Karen Reese, the O.C.G, the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer. So sometimes I have to hit myself, and 10 times in a row, 20 times in a row. Just part of my OCD. I try to keep it to a minimum, but sometimes I can't help it. I'm almost done, though. I'm so sorry. Like I said, OCD sucks. I hate it. But some it's an illness. You're born with it. You can't really control it. I'm sorry. Oh. No, it's totally fine. I've come to terms with it. It's just somebody seeing me doing this, somebody seeing me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will think I'm fucking crazy until I explain it to them. Like even right now I'm scratching my tooth. But I'm almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm so sorry for that. I'm almost done. This is the last part of it. Oh, okay. I rub my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 25. So yeah, some of the stuff that OCD makes you do is fucking crazy. And I'm sorry you had to witness that. I normally don't do it during streams, but when I do long streams, it comes out. Okay, so I'm going to quit. Let's say 10-10. Yeah, let's say 10-10. 10-10. And I'm really sorry that you had to witness this. It's not what I wanted. I don't like anyone to see this shit. But ultimately, it's a mental illness that I'm born with. I'm going to therapy for it. I'm trying to get help for it. It's just something I got to deal with. If I could stop it completely, I would. But I am actively undergoing therapy to have less aggressive triggers. So, alright, now I can get back to the game. Apologies for the delay. Okay.
I haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. There must be some... Oh, that's informative.
Nope, turn it back.
3 power lines, resources. That makes 1. That's 2. 1 more. That did it. Sounds like that did it.
Hey.
Oh shit, I was jumping on the wrong side. I mean, why am I not climbing up this? That's fucking why. Open sesame!
Tools being used. Devices. More clips. Must be another way. That's them, all right. They're not looking for answers. Just weapons.
Okay. Thank you for watching, appreciate you.
Get ready for the Shadow's sting!
Oh, you're gonna talk about get ready for the sting. Say hello to my little friend.
Got too much already.
I'm sure to loot all these assholes. Skills, let me see. Yeah, you need fucking... The fact that they make you get so far in the upgrade tree just to unlock the ability to unslot shit is actually really stupid. And I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, it's not a deal breaker by any means, but it is kind of stupid. I think you should just be able to take gems out of slots at will. It's not one of those things you should have to earn, and certainly not at the end of a skill tree. If you're gonna make that an ability you have to unlock, make it a super fucking early one.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast in active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployment's, getting real long. We have to put into work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian Guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian Guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andreas and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us.
Yeah.
Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
That is very sad. It's fucking heartbreaking. Because, see, the sole central crux of the whole Zero Dawn thing, and why he said that, oh my god, this is so awful, is because they had to tell the Earth that they could save them, and they couldn't. The whole thing for Zero Dawn was that the world would be destroyed, and then 1,000 years later it would be reborn. Or however many years later. But in order to do that, they needed the amount of time to do Zero Dawn, so the whole world had to sacrifice time to make Zero Dawn, and they knew that people wouldn't agree if there was no hope. So they lied to them and told them they were going to have hope when they didn't. That's why was like, that's terrible, because he's like, you're going to fucking lie to them and send them to their deaths. But as terrible as it sounded, that was the only fucking answer. It was either that or all of humanity was gone forever.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how? I can't spare the weight.
Fuck, that's a big robot.
The Eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
Another Kobish. And this one can move.
Fuck, I breathed my chest and I'm gonna chest to a horse. Bitch!
I did it. I saw the soldiers long ago. They had to fight hundreds of those all at once. Forget about traveling light.
Well, at least I can carry more fucking potions now, so that's a boon.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat. What? You're going to thank her after what she just said? Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her. No, it's just...
I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team.
And they also had to kidnap them, basically.
Then I'll be off.
Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do? Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
It's a rocket
Check my
pad.
data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What? Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride.
Ah. Wow. Woo!
I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
I'd do your mom again if it weren't so much work to get back on her. That was terrible, and I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist. I hear somebody setting it up, and I'm like, son of a whore. Okay. I've got more specialty merchant, mystery boxes, machine resources, flower collectibles. At least it tells you what the merchants do when you collect them, so you don't have to go wondering which one. Okay, honey goods. Yeah, I'm already full up on fucking resources, so I do need to come back and sell some shit. Now, ordinarily, I would wait until I beat the game to do DLC, but they kind of have to sign the DLC in this game to be done at level 30, even though that's not when you would beat the game. So I'm gonna do it when the game would advise me to do it, which is in a couple of levels. Yeah, I know, I got the whole... God, it amazes me sometimes how, like, thick my facial hair can be. I can just mold it in all different directions. It's kind of interesting. Man, OCD blows. Okay. Anything that just says to sell for shards, I'm gonna trade. Okay, well that actually wasn't very much at all. Okay. Outfit. Yeah, here we go. I actually think this is is green a step above blue? I'm not... No, it's not. Yeah! Then we get purple, baby. I don't... You know what? Let's do that. I actually have enough to get that right now. And then what would be the stealth? Because those are the only two outfits I really need. A billowback heart. I'll have to look and see if I know where they are. Weapons. Yeah, I kind of thinking maybe I need to upgrade. Shadow rope caster, shadow hunter bow, shadow trip caster, shadow sharp shot, and I need a sawtooth heart. Okay. Shadow. Okay, so that's the one I really want. And the shadow rattler, boar skin, rabbit skin, fox skin. Okay, boar skin, rabbit skin, fox skin. And then, actually, hold on. I need a fatty meat and a fox skin for the... I'm just gonna get this right now. Here we go. See, the game is really fucking picky about what you can and can't climb on, and it gets kind of ridiculous. Yeah, this fucking elevator takes forever to get here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Devudo! I mean, we all know the reason why the fucking elevator takes long. It's loading. Even though... The melee. No, I mean, there's melee. Just the melee in this game is not very good. This is a game about bows. You can get bow shotguns, bow snipers, bow machine guns. But no, the melee combat in this game is fucking basic. Thankfully, Horizon 2 actually has a melee skill tree and melee weapons. That's one of the main things they improved in the sequel. Like I said, you have to understand, up until this point, Guerrilla Games, the team that makes this, had never made a third-person game and had never done an open-world game. They did linear first-person shooters. So making this game was a massive departure for them. So while it was really fucking good, it's also rough around the edges because they just didn't have experience making these types of games. And, you know, this game is the blueprint, and the sequel just refined all of that to perfection. Just about every complaint that I have with this game, they fixed in the sequel.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
You've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear. Arrested two for disordering reflex.
You don't want to know what they were doing. I'm talking about lies.
That's what the orders
That crazy Asaram tried to kill our sun king till the machine rider stopped him cold.
Okay. Now I can finally call my mount. Like, the mounts in this game aren't bad, but they aren't good either. Like, this is about as fast as they ever go. And they feel kind of stiff as shit. Like, yeah. Thankfully, that once again in Forbidden West, the horses and mounts go way fucking faster and turn way better. And in that game, there's fucking flying mounts. You don't get that until like near the very end, but you can fly with those mounts. In that game, you have a grappling hook, so you can pull yourself onto shit. In that game, you have like a sail, so you can glide through the air. You know, Forbidden West is a huge improvement. Which, I mean, you'd hope it would be. I mean, the game came out 5 years after this game. So, you can clearly tell that instead of just making another game very quickly and only making minor improvements, they're like, let's take a couple years and just redesign fucking everything to be better. Make Horizon 2.0 instead of just, yeah. Yeah, goddamn jungle. Getting lost in the bush! Looks like there's like a giant climbing path up here. I'm game. Also, the second game lets you climb at way more places. This game is very fucking picky about you have to climb where we say you can, or fuck you. You can't climb everywhere in Forbidden West, but you can climb most places. So it's a lot better than this. And it's funny because it's like, if they tell you can climb there, Alloy's like one of the most gifted athletic people you've ever seen. The game says you can't climb there, you can't climb 2 feet. Okay, okay. I don't understand how I didn't make that jump. I was like right there and I fucking, yeah, okay. That feels kind of cheap. Like I said, the platforming is not the best. Like I said, I would give this game like an 8 because it's a great game, but it's rough around the edges. Oh man, I'm all the way fucking back here, and that's shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking, yeah, God, oh man, and I fucking, Yeah, and a lot of the time the game doesn't give you proper checkpoints when you fucking go places. So you can lose progress if you die. Which is really shit. Once again, Zero Dawn fixed that. Or Forbidden West. And I know this may seem seemingly nitpicky, but bear with me. I'm a really big fan of when games give sequels subtitles. Because, to me personally, saying, this 1, this 2, this 3, this 4, can just kind of get boring. I like it when they give a game a number and a subtitle, so you have something individual to refer to each game. You know? And I think like Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid did that really well. Each main game had a number, but it also had a subtitle. So you could just refer to that. You know? The Twin Snakes, Sons of Liberty, Snake Eater, Guns of the Patriots, The Phantom Pain. I really like it when games do that. It helps set the games apart and gives each game kind of its own identity to have a title. And I like that. Okay, fuck. Gotta buy all the shit I already bought again because I lost my fucking progress because I made one wrong jump and died.
Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
Also, this game limits fast traveling in the beginning. You have to buy fast travel packs, and you can't buy that many of them. That, honestly, might be my gravest flaw with this game.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
And actually, for a long time, it made me not want to play this game. I have to be honest with you. When an open world game limits fast travel, I really don't like it. Now, some people might say, some people will give you the fucking excuse, oh, it's more realistic. Oh, it teaches you to learn the map. Oh, you have to earn it. But what I see when you tell me that is this game is just going to make you do a lot of tedious backtracking. And when you have a game with a really big map that put a limit on fast travel, it becomes really fucking annoying. Like, I know you just want to get back to the main quest, so let's have you trek 5 miles back to civilization. That's fun. And when you can't properly fast travel, it kind of disencourages exploration. Because you think to yourself, well, I could go over there in this random fucking corner of the map and explore, or I might have to, walk all the way back. So it's like, I'll probably just stick to the main roads and stick to the main quest. But when you have proper fast travel, you can say, you know what? I'll go over here in this random fucking corner because I can just easily get back to where I'm going. Like, having proper fast travel encourages more exploration, not less. And I think that's something that Elden Ring realized because it gives you unlimited fast travel from fucking anywhere. Even when other Souls games didn't do that. Even in Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Bloodborne, you still had to get to a fast travel point to fast travel. You couldn't just fast travel from anywhere. Can I go here? I might actually go there. Because the call mech is that unfogs the map for me. And if they had made it like that in Elden Ring, that could have gotten really tedious having to trek all the way back to a fucking grace site to fast travel. So they didn't. You could just fast travel from anywhere. The only limitation is you can't fast travel when you're actively in combat, which is fucking fair. Because then you're just like, oh, I'm in a battle, fast travel away, and you never have to fight any battle. So that's totally okay. But other than that, Elden Ring doesn't do that. And people were talking about, oh my god, I love the exploration in Elden Ring. Yeah, I do too. And it just, like, I don't know. We kind of have this situation where we've, like, come back around. It's like games when they first came out in the 70s and 80s and, you know, the early 90s were fucking hardcore and had a lot of tedious shit in it. And people were like, man, games are hard. And then they were like, well, let's make games more accessible, so let's make this easier, and let's give you saves instead of having to make you remember fucking passwords. And let's give you fast travel so you don't have to travel all the way back 5 fucking miles just to get back to the main story. And let's give you checkpoints so you don't have to redo the whole goddamn level when you die. Let's give you autosave so in case you forget or you turn it off, you're not fucked and lose hours of progress. Let's let you retry the boss at the boss instead of making you do the whole level preceding it. And then we kind of had this thing where people's like, fuck it, let's make it like old games and go back to being inconvenient again. And it's okay to a certain extent. Like, once again, it's one of those things that I think we have to do in balance. I don't want a game that holds my hand and do absolutely everything for me, because that's shitty. But I also don't want a game to just feel like it's wasting my fucking time and making me do tedious shit. When you don't give me proper fast travel in an open game, and you make me go over the same map over and over again, that's not fun to me. That's just tedious. It's like a mat version of grinding. Which I also hate. Grinding sucks. I mean, it depends. I absolutely hate games that make you grind on the main path. In my personal opinion, you start out the story on the main path, and that story, you should be able to level up enough to do the whole main story by doing nothing but the main story. Because if you force somebody to do the side quests, to get them to level up to do the main quests, are they side quests anymore? Or is it, well, you have to do these to progress, so then they're just kind of main quests, but we're not going to say that they're main quests, because, we want to fuck you. No. You should be able to do the main quest in the game, even if it's open world, from start to finish without having to grind in between. Now, if you want to do optional shit, like, say there's a post-game dungeon, say there's an elite monster, asking you to grind then's fine, because you're going that extra mile to fight the extra boss. But the main quest, you should be able to do just the main quest if you wanted. I hate it when games will, like, stop you and say, hey, you gotta do this to continue the main quest. No, fuck you. If I just want to do just the main quest, let me. If I want to do the side quest for 10 hours, fucking let me. Like, I absolutely love the Batman Arkham games. I really do. And Arkham Knight is one of my favorite games ever made. I really, really like Batman Arkham Knight. I think it's a tremendous fucking game. And I think it's my favorite Arkham game, and it was a game that just was so much more advanced over the other Arkham games, it was kind of scary. And one of the only things that I can legitimately say that I did not like about Arkham Knight, and it's not the Batmobile, I don't have the problems that other people have with the fucking Batmobile, is that the game has all these most wanted missions, and for like 95% of the fucking game, you are told that they're optional, that you don't have to do them. So then you play in the main story, which is really good, and you're getting caught up in it, and then you go and you do the end of the main story, and you do the start of the end of the main story, and you get most of the way through, and then the game stops you, just fucking skids to a hold and says, well, I'm not going to let you finish the story until you do all the most wanted missions. And basically forces you to do every side mission in the game to be able to finish the game. That is bullshit. Now, I will say this. It's not as bad as it could be because the side quests in Batman Arkham Knight are really good. They are just as high quality as the main game. They're not padding. They're not fucking bloat. They don't count the Riddler trophies. So it's not like you're sitting there collecting 500 trophies to see the full ending. But, so these quests are not filler. They are good. They're story missions and they're really fun. But if you're gonna make me do these quests, don't fucking call them side quests. Don't give me the illusion that I can try not to do it, and the game gives you no warning. Like, they could say, well, you really need to do the side quest before this, or you have to do this many side quests. No, it gets to a point where the story hits a fever pitch when you're like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? And then it fucking cock blocks you and says, nope, gotta do the side quest, bro, or you don't get to see the ending. It's really shit. And once again, if somebody just wants to do the main quest, just fucking let them. Don't force them. Don't force them to do the side quest to see the ending of the main story. That's why it's called main quest and side quest. If you have to do it, is it really side quest? I'm gonna say no. It's just main quest under a different name. And once again, not trying to go on a rant. It's just, that's a pet peeve of mine in games that really fucking irks me.
I'm picking up another signal.
I hate it when games do that.
The tall neck that's sending
at
a
all,
signal.
ever. Thankfully, some of my favorite games really don't do that at all, actually. Xenoblade Chronicles has got to be one of my all-time favorite games. Fucking love it. And it doesn't do that at all. You can go pretty much start to finish in that game just doing the main quest, and as long as you don't avoid monsters, which, why would you avoid fighting any monsters in an RPG? You will be enough level to keep doing the main quest. And that's one of the things that I love about Xenoblade, is the game is super long. You can easily put in 200 hours in Xenoblade, even more. And yet, the game's main quest is still like 70 hours. So if you did not do a single fucking side quest in Xenoblade Chronicles, just avoided doing a single side quest, you would still get over 70 hours of content, more than most games do, just going from A to B in the main quest. And none of that... Oh, sorry, hold on. Oh, nope. Oh, really? Really? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Great. Really? Now my heads are short. Of course, it wasn't bad enough. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see if I can fix this. It wasn't bad enough. The headset's fucking up. Here, I'm gonna end this part here, and I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna try to get this to work. And ultimately, if my mic is still working fine, then I'll just deal with the one headset only working, because that's what's most important. Before, my headset was actually making it so you couldn't hear what I was saying and making my streams fucking ruined. So, I'll see you in a bit.